A Cold War raw map showing the USA and USSR highlighted in red and blue. Intercontinental missiles being prepared. What if the Cold War wasn't just a war of words and threats? What if it escalated into the ultimate catastrophe, nuclear World War III? In this chilling alternate history, we examine a world on the brink of annihilation and the devastating consequences of total war. Archival footage of Cold War propaganda, nuclear tests, and military parades from both the USA and the USSR. The Cold War was a standoff between two superpowers, United States and the Soviet Union. For decades, the world held its breath as these nations engaged in an arms race, building enough nuclear weapons to destroy the planet many times over. But what if one moment of miscalculation triggered the unthinkable? A fictionalized scene showing a radar operator misinterpreting a signal as an incoming missile, followed by tense reactions in a war room. Picture this: a false alarm on either side. A radar blip mistaken for an enemy missile. In the tense political climate of the 1960s or 1980s, even the smallest error could have led to a full-scale nuclear launch. Mushroom clouds over major cities, maps showing nuclear strike zones, and people scrambling for cover in bunkers. Within minutes, nuclear warheads would devastate cities like New York, Moscow, London, and Beijing. The death toll would climb into the hundreds of millions, with radioactive fallout spreading across the globe, contaminating air, water, and food supplies. A barren, post-apocalyptic world with survivors scavenging in ruins and mutated wildlife roaming desolate landscapes. The aftermath would be even more terrifying. A nuclear winter would plunge the world into darkness, causing widespread famine and the collapse of ecosystems. Civilization as we know it would be reduced to scattered survivors struggling to rebuild in a radioactive wasteland. Footage of peace protests, treaties like SALT and START being signed, and leaders shaking hands. But what could have stopped this nightmare? Diplomacy, arms-controlled treaties, and the efforts of countless individuals worked to keep the Cold War from boiling over. The balance of terror, though fragile, prevented mutual destruction. A globe slowly spinning with scenes of modern-day peace and cooperation overlaying it. The Cold War tested humanity's resolve, showing us the razor's edge we walked between survival and annihilation. By understanding how close we came, we can appreciate the importance of diplomacy, unity, and the pursuit of peace. What do you think would have happened if the Cold War turned hot? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of alternate history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, stay curious and keep imagining.